Do they jump?
Yes. They jump and they run. All right, cool. Well, it's been great to have the students involved. It's always fun for them to get to see what's living around them and also expose them to research. Not many high school students get to see that kind of work, so it's been a lot of fun. Right there. Wait. Oh.
It's a nice spot.
Oh yeah, he's pretty. And so, will they bite?
We'll find out.
Nope.
No?
No, it's freaking out.
Oh, you can really see the blues down there. See him on his belly?
Oh, right there. Jesse, right there. Ooh, right there.
Got him.
All right. That was a big one, wasn't it?
No, this is a small one.
Soon, they almost had more than they could handle.
Unless you think you can grab him.
Did you catch it?
I don't think so.
WCBE is a hub for local news and music that acts as an invaluable source of entertainment to the people of Columbus and the surrounding area.
It's Columbus radio at its finest.
I love WCBE. I don't think that there's any radio station quite like it anywhere.
We want to continue to be a pillar in the community, an asset for the Columbus community, especially when it comes to music.
It's a dedication and love of music, of storytelling, and then to sort of combine those two things.
We're getting information out about festivals, things that enrich the public's experience, and again, things that you may not see. I think we're also drawing attention to local issues.
And most importantly, it'll stimulate people's curiosity. It is intended to be an educational experience, and that is what got me involved in radio to begin with.
I really get to spend time educating people on the microphone, and I feel like that's one of the best parts of WCBE.
This is great, right? It's public radio, it's smarter, it's better, care about art, care about people in town.
I love WCBE, and I can't imagine Columbus without it.
So as you can see, we love genre fusion, we love pop, we love rock, we love gospel, we love spirituals. You heard spirituals this morning, but we also love jazz. Anybody a fan of the late Chick Corea? The late Chick Corea? Yes, he's one of our favorites as well. Also in the early founding years of the String Queens, we decided, actually Elise decided, Spain is one of her favorite pieces by Chick Corea. Literally brings her to tears. I think the very first time we played it, in rehearsal, you had a moment, which is beautiful. Sitting on stage. If you haven't heard Spain, you're in for a treat, but if you have, we hope you enjoy our arrangement of Chick Corea's Spain.
hope that the students feel a sense of accomplishment. I hope they feel proud about what they created. I hope they feel like they, really can do anything.
I want to dance for the rest of my life because I've been doing it up until now, so I still want to do it forever.
You taught me this in Dance 1, that dance is like a universal language.
And over time, I've really realized that my role here has become not necessarily teaching them about the art form of dance, but using dance as a way to understand yourself in the world. And when you understand yourself, then you are able to do more.
So I can say personally, the connection you have with your students and that you want them to do better. You want them to push. You don't want them to fall like under any category. You want them to push forward, and her sense of being a community. I'm about to cry. You can really see that. You want to be a community and you push for that. You push for your students so they can have a community. I told you dance ensemble is family. So you push for that. You push for the family. You push for us being together, even though times may be hard, the being there, present in time and space, was really something that I appreciate.
Life is gonna go back to normal, and what you gonna do when you look back from 4 years in high school and you didn't still push yourself?
Enjoy the moments, enjoy what you have, be here, be grateful for what you have, because we couldn't have done this, we didn't have to do this, or we probably wouldn't be able to do this.
COVID kind of makes you do things you don't want to do, or forces you outside of your comfort zone a little bit.
Be open, be different. It's okay to not just think everything's gonna be one way. It's okay to change.
I grow every day, so it's not like I'm just stuck in one position. I've learned a lot about myself through this whole experience.
It takes confidence to be a leader, to be able to step out in front of people and say, this is the way that this should be done. Because you have to be able to take criticism from people that doing that as well, because everyone's looking to you.
If you ask for things, if you are open and you're willing to put yourself out there just a little bit, that things will come to you.
Challenges do not change who you are. They reveal who you are. And what this has revealed is that during this time of great challenge, creativity still happens. Creativity still emerges. And that has been a very cool thing. So this challenge has not changed who we are, it's just revealed who we are.
I used to get calls all the time from people asking me about the station. What kind of music do you play? And the canned format was adult album alternative. And so I asked the music director, what does that actually mean? And he said, we play the good stuff. That was the end of his explanation.
Well, AAA music is heavy on the singer-songwriters and the Americana, but we also include blues music, jazz, other styles like world music.
It's not the same songs every other hour. And in 90.5's case, it's not even the same songs each week.
WCB is pretty unique with all the variety of music that we can play and the variety of shows that we have.
We've had John Prine, Ziggy Marley, Warren Haynes from the Allman Brothers. We have had Tedeschi Trucks. The list goes on and on.
The thing that we have at WCBE is experts in music that know where the good stuff is.
Homemade, locally produced programming is what we're all about, and just sort of sitting there and grooving out in a radio station, knowing that I'm doing the same thing with thousands of listeners across the state. I really dig that. I dig that sort of concept.
We're all over the map. It's great music. People that go, oh, I listen to everything. If you listen to everything, all you need to do is listen to us.
This has been a very powerful project, and as we come to a place where the work is not done, the work is still ever present, but as it's nearing the end, I'm thinking, wow, we did something, and we didn't know if we were going to be able to do anything.
Sorry, that's a funny word.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our March 7th regular business meeting of the Columbus Board of Education. Please call the roll.
President Adair.
Present.
Ms. Beckerly.
Present.
Mr. Brown. Here. Mr. Cole.
I am here.
Dr. Pierce.
Present.
Ms. Reyes. And Vice President Vera.
Here.
You have a quorum, Madam President.
Thank you. Will you please stand and join me in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As we begin our meeting, last week was Public School Recognition Week, and we have a short video to play for everyone.
We are excited to celebrate Public Schools Week in Columbus City Schools. Our team of educators in Columbus City Schools is committed to ensuring that all of our students have access to a high-quality education, a guaranteed and viable curriculum, and all the resources that our students need to not only be successful in their respective grade, but to thrive.
Our founding fathers realized the importance of strong universal public education in developing a citizenry adept with critical thinking, problem-solving, and analytical reasoning skills. My education at Westmount Elementary, Hiltonia Junior High at that time, and West High School here in the city of Columbus prepared me well for college at MIT, a business career, and now as a member of the Ohio House of Representatives, serving my friends and neighbors of the community in which I grew up.
Public education is really the cornerstone of our community. It ensures that all of our citizens have a basic common education, and that's critical to our democracy. I know the power of public education because I myself am a product of Columbus City Schools. Education is power, and I'm proud to serve as a member of your Columbus Board of Education, supporting our students and fighting for public education every day.
Hello, my name is Allison Russo, and I currently serve as state representative to Ohio's 7th House District and as minority leader in the Ohio House of Representatives. A successful community, Ohio and United States, are only possible with successful public schools. Our classrooms are the incubators of tomorrow for young boys and girls who will one day be scientists, inventors, engineers, and educators. Ohio's children deserve nothing less than the best early learning and healthy development experiences possible that will best equip them for lifelong success. Please know that we have your back at the State House. We will continue to fight for our educators because we know it's an investment in our children and it's an investment in Ohio's future.
Hello, I'm Senator Herschel Craig, and I'd like to wish you all a happy Public Schools Week. I am a proud graduate of Columbus East High School, and I am so grateful for my experience in Columbus City Schools. As the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. Public education provides all students with the opportunity to grow their knowledge as well as their values, surrounded by a community of their peers. Thank you to the educators, administrators, and staff at Columbus City Schools, and I wish you all a happy Public Schools Week.
I always say that the magic happens in the classroom, and it is our pleasure to celebrate and support Public Schools Week, particularly in our district and our community.
Happy Public Education Week, and thank you to all of those who make it possible. And again, thank you to all of those that truly make it possible. And thank you to my board members for serving in these positions. Thank you to our interim superintendent, our treasurer, and all of our teams that are here, and to our educators who come into the classrooms every day, drive our buses, are in our schools, serve our kids food, because you all make it possible. So thank you so much. We are going to go ahead and get into our agenda now. Board members, you have it in front of you. We do have 2 speakers for public comment. We are expecting a report from our superintendent's office, no report from the internal auditor's office, no report from our treasurer's office. We have a few resolutions on board matters. We have our consent agenda. There are no speakers on non-agenda items, and we actually, we have 2 consent agendas. I'm sorry, I went really fast there. 2 consent agendas, no speakers on non-agenda items, and then another executive session. Is there?
Motion to approve the agenda.
There's a motion.
Second.
There's a second. Are there any changes or additions? Hearing none, and without objection, the agenda is now approved. We have 2 speakers this evening for our public comment. The first is here in person. We have President Nana Watson, who is here to speak to us on the topic of the search firm and communication firm. Action requested, stop the search. Good evening, President Watson.
Good evening, President Adair, board members, and Interim Superintendent Chapman. You know, in reviewing the minutes of this board, it has been noted that reference is made to me by name only. Please have your minutes accurately reflect my name alongside my title as President of the NAACP, as I do not stand alone as my presence in this meeting. I represent a collective voice as a spokesperson of the oldest civil rights organization in this country. As such, the NAACP has presented a series of questions to the board on 3 separate occasions. To date, many of these questions remain unanswered. With this being the case, what is the protocol for responding to questions from the community? Each time I have spoken, President Adair responds, your question will be answered, but they have not. May I remind you that this community voted for you individually, not collectively. It appears that your individual voices have been silenced as the president speaks for all of you. It begs to ask how democratic your process really is. Again, as I approach this board, once again, the Columbus branch of the NAACP has additional inquiries. They are as follows. How much of the taxpayer dollars are being allocated to retain the services of the Iowa-based search firm, Ray & Associates? How much money are you spending on the communications company you have engaged, Falgren & Associates? Their web page is not demographically reflective of the community. From the cursory review of their website, their team lacks a diverse team. Is the board committed to diversity and inclusion since we are the largest urban district in the state? Do you have an equity statement? Lastly, as it relates to the former superintendent, is she working virtually or somewhere within the district? What services is she providing to the interim superintendent and team during the duration of her contract? Thanks again for allowing me to appear and share my concerns on behalf of the oldest civil rights organization in America.
Thank you, President Watson. We did respond today to those questions. I just want to ensure that you received them. They were sent to your personal email as well as NAACP. So please let me know, and if there are follow-ups, we're happy to address those.
Let me say this. Sending answers to me and the NAACP, the date of the board meeting, is not acceptable. I expect more from this board and you as the chair and the president of this board. So when I go home, I will check my email. But again, you need to get those questions to me in a timely manner. I don't engage with you like that. So I ask that you do better. And what were the answers while we're talking about it?
So this is not the moment for engagement.
Okay. When is the moment for engagement, President Adair? When is the moment? Is it now? Is it tomorrow? When is it?
President Watson, our respect for you runs great, as well as to the NAACP.
I'm sorry, I didn't
But
hear
our
what you said.
policy right now on public comment is to listen, and that's what we're doing. I'm just clarifying that you do have responses in your email, and I accept your feedback on timeliness.
I'm going to say this to you.
We will go ahead and
I'm going to say this to you one more
please
time. You need to respond to the NAACP in a timely manner and not the day of the meeting, President Adair.
I hear you and appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, President Watson, for your continued advocacy. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next speaker, which is virtual. We have Carolyn Smith here to speak on legislation number 10.2, requesting a no vote.
President Adair, the speaker is on the line.
Good evening. You have 3 minutes to address the board. You may begin when you are ready.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Board President Adair, Vice President Vera, and members of the board. I am addressing legislation number 10.2, and I am asking the board to vote no. The district has a 16-person communication and engagement department that missions is to advance the reach and reputation of Columbus City Schools by promoting the accomplishments of students, staff, school, and the district, and provide vital information to the public using an array of internal and external communication vehicles in support of the mission and vision of Columbus City Schools. The recommended budget for your communications and engagement department for 2024 is $2.4 million, not including personnel. The 10.2 legislation whereas clauses do not state why an outside vendor is being engaged to do a function that your communications and engagement department competently and regularly serves. As drafted, the legislation is vague and does not demonstrate accountability, transparency, or good governance. The board should look at the resources inside the district before going to outside vendors. If after performing your due diligence, you decide an RFP is still needed, the district has a purchasing department that can conduct an RFP. I question why a district the size of Columbus outsources functions you have dedicated departments and hired staff performing. So I once again ask you to vote no on legislation 10.2. The public deserves a better explanation of how this vendor meets a need our existing communications and engagement department can meet. Thank you for your time.
So much. We also have the written statement, and board members, you have that in front of you. All right, we're going to go ahead and move into the report from our superintendent's office. Interim Superintendent, Dr. Chapman.
Good evening, President Adair, members of the board and community. Typically during the superintendent's report, I provide an update on all the current events in the district. For this meeting, we have switched up the format and we actually have a video that shows and provides an update on all of the current events and happenings across our district.
It's hard to believe, but spring is just around the corner, and already March is getting off to a busy start with events celebrating our social-emotional learning work, attendance efforts, and literacy events. March is also Women's History Month. Although we celebrate the accomplishments of women year-round, March is a great time to reflect on the contributions of women to history, culture, and society. Additionally, tomorrow is International Women's Day, which is a global celebration of the economic, political, and social achievements of women. I hope everyone will join me in celebrating the influential women who continue to make a big difference in the world and in our community. This week is National School Social Work Week, and a great opportunity for us to celebrate our social workers as they work tirelessly to support our students, families, and school communities. School social workers are essential and impact the lives of our students each and every day. This year's theme for National School Social Work Week is We Rise. School social workers rise up to support students, families, and communities as they share hope, listen, and understand. Join me in celebrating our school social workers and letting them know that we see them and we recognize their tireless commitment and dedication. Coming up this Friday is International SEL Day, which is an opportunity to spread the word about the importance and impact of social-emotional learning. The Office of Social, Emotional, and Student Supports is inviting students and staff to participate in activities leading up to Friday, culminating in encouraging everyone to wear yellow on Friday to celebrate International SEL Day and cultivate a sense of belonging. Our work in SEL focuses on the whole child as we work together to support their emotional well-being. Last night, the Department of Equity, Office of Whole Child Supports, recognized and celebrated Regions 1, 2, and 3 and their work in Positive Behavior Interventions and Support, or PBIS. There were 48 CCS schools recognized as model schools for 2022 by the Ohio PBIS Network for their PBIS implementation. For Columbus City Schools in 2022, there were 8 gold, 9 silver, and 31 bronze level schools. PBIS is a framework that uses evidence-based practices to improve academic, social, and behavioral outcomes for all students. This framework involves teaching students expected behaviors consistently and positively, promoting good behavior, student success, and positive, safe environments through a multi-tiered system implemented by schools. Congratulations to these schools for all your hard work. Last week was full of activities for students, starting off with a special event with the Columbus Crew to get students excited about coming to school. As part of our Stay in the Game attendance initiative, Columbus Crew players and staff celebrated with us. Starting the day at Avalon Elementary, Crew players and the Crew Cat greeted and cheered students as they arrived at school. The Avalon School community and Principal Linnell Taylor have embraced the Stay in the Game initiative and have seen a 15% improvement in attendance rates over the year before. I also want to thank President Adair for joining me at Avalon for the special event. In addition to our clap-in with the Columbus Crew, students at Northgate Intermediate celebrated Black and Gold Day in CCS by presenting the team with the Let's Go Crew banner created by the school student council and 4th and 5th graders with good attendance this year. The banner will hang in the Crew's locker room, celebrating the team and our Stay in the Game message. Our celebrations led up to the past weekend's home opener, and 5 of our students and their families received free tickets to the game because of their good attendance for the month of February. Instilling a love of reading at an early age is vital for future success. Last Thursday was National Read Across America Day, which was an excellent opportunity to highlight all the unique activities schools did to celebrate the day. I was happy to visit Parkmore Elementary, where I got to read to a 2nd grade class. We also had a celebration at Avondale Elementary. Here, the district partnered with Bookalicious to host a literacy-themed event, and representatives from Bookalicious joined the school and community partners to surprise students with new books. Throughout the district, we had community partners, district staff, and family members serving as guest readers. Through our literacy investments, we have provided more than 1 million books to date for all CCS students in the district. I also want to bring attention to our Columbus City Schools Special Olympics athletes who participated in a regional skills day last Thursday. In the event, Columbus City Schools Olympics, in partnership with Special Olympics Ohio, hosted more than 300 elementary school athletes at the Schiller Park Recreation Building. The event featured stations designed to enhance the fundamentals of basketball for all. Coaches from the Junior Cavs Basketball League were there running drills. This weekend, the CCS Region 3 Co-Ed Basketball League will wrap up with its championship game at East High School. Students, families, and the community enjoy the games and good sportsmanship as the teams continue to vie for the tournament title. Ohio Avenue Elementary and Lincoln Park Elementary will compete in the 4th and 5th grade divisions. Stewart Elementary and Champion Middle School will compete in the 6th grade division. The top 2 teams in each grade will play for the championship on Saturday, March 11th. This has been your Interim Superintendent's Report for March 7th, 2023. Thank you for watching.
As you can see, there are so many amazing things happening across our district, in our schools and in our classrooms, and it is always a pleasure to highlight the efforts of our team across the district in the Superintendent's Report. At this time, I would like to transition to an actual presentation that we have. We are going to be sharing a presentation on our summer experience. Certainly, you all know that summer experience is sure to give students fun and unique learning opportunities. The CCS Summer Experience officially kicks off on June 20th, and families can register through the parent portal starting on March 15th, so that's around the corner. We want all families to mark their calendars March 15th. This program is free and open to all pre-K through 12th grade CCS students. The program will strengthen foundational knowledge and skills and include similar project-based learning that students have enjoyed through the Pathway Express. And I think we have a Pathway Express event coming up this Saturday too. We'll make sure we highlight that. The summer experience pathways include entrepreneurship, family and consumer science, fine arts, STEM, world language and culture, and new areas of focus such as health and wellness. Here to tell you a little bit more about this year's summer experience is our Director of Extended Learning, Brianne Pennell.
Hello, thank you so much, Dr. Chapman. Thank you, Board Member Adair, and our board members. Thank you so much. Research shows that partnerships between family and community, which aim to make learning interactive, increase student achievement. During this year's summer experience, our students will have access to 5 experiential pathways accessible to all learners. Our parent sign-up is scheduled to kick off on May 15th of this year. We have opportunities available for elementary and middle school students. We will be offering Monday through Friday programming with an extended day available at each elementary sites while spaces last. Students attending summer experience will also receive breakfast and lunch and a snack with extended day where applicable. We've made a few adjustments to the learning experiences this summer to ensure that students have adequate time with ELA and math and iReady or OST assessments during the summer. Each student will choose a project to complete at the end of the summer. The partnerships continue to grow as our community synergizes around our approach to learning. Staffing our summer experience is no small task. We have added additional support roles to bridge the gaps in providing students the necessary social-emotional support they need to learn the skills to manage stress and problem solve and even enter new situations. Franklin Park Conservatory, COSI, and our Metropolitan Library and the Pass Foundation have been long-standing partners. Last year, we added additional partnerships with the Wexner, Junior Achievement, and CCAD. We have this year added an additional partnership with our Nationwide Children's Hospital to support our students learning about safety, our rising pre-K students. Our rising pre-K students will learn about smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. They will get to talk to firefighters and learn how to be safe. Professional learning for staff is integrated into the CCS goals and on the forefront of our summer experience. All of our learning and professional learning opportunities will be available for staff, as well as the content available through our district LMS, Canvas. Our sites have been selected for elementary with an additional focus on 3rd grade at Afrocentric. Our literacy team has been instrumental in providing the necessary supports and guidance to focus on data-driven programming for students with PBIS incentives as we move forward. The transition from elementary to middle school is extremely stressful. All 5th grade students will attend middle school sites during this summer to learn the new rules, negotiate expectations, and to work on changing new environments and learning about new schedules. Students will learn how to be entrepreneurs and what it means to communicate ideas verbally and non-verbally, problem solve, and understanding big picture solutions with a final submission and a pitch at the 3E's conference. We have launched a health and fitness path this summer with our new partner with the Special Olympics, Leadership Through Golf, and Ohio Wesleyan. These venues allow students to interact and engage in lifetime and meaningful experiences. Health and fitness paths give students the opportunity to learn teamwork, sportsmanship, responsibility, and leadership. Through these, giving back to our students the skills necessary for them to thrive in the educational environment. We also have fine arts activities available for all of our students pre-K through 8, as well as an opportunity for our 8th grade students to work on a mural in the Franklinton Arts District. Our STEM path does not underwhelm. We are so excited about our STEM path and our partnerships for our elementary and our middle school students. Nature pollination, biomes, nature through glass. We work with the Franklin Park Conservatory, as well as design thinking, where students are able to prioritize and explore engineering, tackling tackling multi-problem and exploring real-world design through a lens of the community. Bionics is also available for our 6th grade students, where they learn how to code and engineer items for ASL. Aviation and drones are also available for our students, and our 8th grade students will be working on storytelling and movie creation. Global Empathy was the focus for our World Language and Culture School, where we have introduced ASL, French, Japanese, and Spanish, with students having a culminating activity and experience at the end of the summer. Each summer experience, elementary and middle school site will have an author visit and presentation aligned to their path. We have authors from astronauts, Jose Hernandez, to track athletes, all aligned to the experience for our students. We still have fluid support available for students needing to participate in the credit recovery courses at our high school level, and a continuation of our Spruce Run programming through our Counselors Through Training, our environmental science, creative writing, and project-based approach for our pre-K students and kindergarten students at Spruce Run. We'd just like to view a short video.
Summer Experience is back and bigger than ever. Free and fun opportunities for all Columbus City School students. There are plenty of immersive academic enrichment activities for our youngest learners all the way to high school. Join us as we explore the city and all it has to offer with field trips and community-based learning. For those high school students that need course recovery or just want to get ahead of the game, we have academic opportunities for you too. Summer Experience blasts off June 20th. Registration opens March 15th. We can't wait to experience summer with you.
Finally, we really look forward to our summer graduation, where every moment to prepare all of our graduates for graduation on August the 11th. Now, I would appreciate if anyone has any clarifying questions or insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brianne. Can you also remind us about Pathway Express this Saturday?
So our Pathway Express event is actually scheduled for Saturday, May the 13th. Our Pathway Express will be our STEM path, and we're really getting synergized around our summer. Some of our learning experiences that our students have been participating in and engaging in are really supporting our students promoting and attending our summer experience. And so we are really excited about that continued support from our board and from the community as they reach out to really get synergized and really support our Pathway Express events. So thank you.
Thank you, Brianne. Anyone have any questions at this time about our summer experience or anything that was included in the report?
Any questions? All right, seeing none.
Thank you.
I actually do have a quick question.
Board Member Eckerly has a question.
I love the video, like this is what happened, current events. Is that will be on the website?
Yes, so one of the advantages of recording all of the amazing work that is happening across our district is that we can certainly share that video with a broader audience. So everyone will know about the great and amazing things that are happening in our district, in our schools, and in our classrooms. So that is the intent. And again, thank you for extending a little bit of grace as we're trying something new with the superintendent's report, and we'll continue to work on refining it and getting it down so it's a little more succinct. But thank you.
Love it. Thanks.
Thank you. Any last questions? All right.
Thank you, Brianne.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
President Adair, this concludes the report for the interim superintendent.
Thank you so much. We are not expecting a report from our internal auditor's office and no report from our treasurer's office, but I understand we have an announcement
I have a couple of comments.
and a couple comments.
Okay, there. One is that we're going to have a Finance and Appropriations Committee meeting next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, right here at the typical time of 4 p.m. And secondly, this is an announcement. Each year, our professional association, the Ohio Association of School Business Officials, selects one Ohio school business official for a scholarship. And this scholarship is titled the Herb D. Brum Scholarship. Herb was an executive director of OASBO, and in fact, he was the executive director at my very first OASBO meeting over 40 years ago. We'll leave it at that. And this is in honor of his service to the organization. This year, Dr. Roush nominated a member of our staff, Kristen Gregg, who is our director of budget. He nominated her. Several of us wrote letters of recommendation, and she was selected as the 2023 recipient of the Herb D. Brum Scholarship. It's a $1,000 scholarship that she can use to pursue professional development, further her education, and she's going to use that as she works to complete the training necessary to receive and be qualified for her treasurer's license. She will be recognized at the upcoming OASBO annual conference in April. Side note, Dr. Roush and I are also presenting there at that conference, so this is pretty exciting to have someone in our group receive this scholarship. So we're very happy for her, and we look forward to her continued development and pursuit of a treasurer's license. So that concludes my comments. Thank you.
Thank you. It's very exciting. We congratulate her and all of you because it's going to benefit you. All right, let's go ahead and move into board matters. Item 7.1 is a resolution to recognize March 5th through 11th as National School Social Work Week. Vice President Vera, you have that resolution.
Thank you, President Adair. It's with great honor that we get to recognize our social workers. They truly are such a vital component to our students, our school culture, our community. And we're just really, really honored for the work that they continue to do every single day alongside of so many other amazing team members. So I do have a motion to approve the resolution to recognize March 5th through 11th, 2023 as the National School Social Work Week.
Second. A motion and a second. Are there any quick comments? Please call the roll.
Ms. Beckerly?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Absolutely, yes.
Dr. Pierce?
Yes.
Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Vice President Vera?
Yes.
President Adair?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 7.2 is a resolution to recognize March 10th, 2023 as International Social Emotional Learning Day. Board Member Beckerly, you have this motion.
Yes, social emotional learning was important before the pandemic. It's incredibly important now, and it is my pleasure to move that we approve the resolution to recognize March 10th, 2023 as International Social Emotional Learning Day.
Second.
Been a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Please call the roll.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Cole? Yes. Dr. Pierce?
Yes.
Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Vice President Vera?
Yes.
President Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beckerly?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And our last resolution before we have a guest come up to talk with us is Resolution 7.3, resolution to recognize March 2nd as Read Across America Day. Dr. Pierce, you have this resolution.
Yes, whereas reading is a fundamental skill that prepares individuals for lifelong success and truly developing and fostering a love for learning. Our board recognizes Read Across America Day, which happened on March 2nd, and recognize that books impart lessons that stimulate curiosity, promote critical thinking, and affirm the possibilities available to every person. So the motion is to approve March 2nd as a Read Across America Day.
Second.
Been a motion and a second. Any comments? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Dr. Pierce?
Yes.
Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Vice President Vera?
Yes.
President Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beckerly?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
That motion carried.
Thank you. I believe we have some members of our staff here. Our supervisor of social work. I believe you're, hi, there you are. And mental health supports. We want to invite you up to say a few words about the work, your team, and also say thank you.
Yes, thanks so much for having me tonight. I just want to accept and we feel honored that you've adopted this resolution. So I'll accept it on behalf of all of our school social workers who do work tirelessly day in and day out to give their very best to remove barriers for students, families, and staff here in Columbus City Schools. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we have the resolution for you, but there is a little error on it. So we're going to correct that and get that to you, and you can share it with your team. So thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and move into our consent agenda. This evening, our consent agenda consists of item 9.1 to 23.1. Are there any items a board member would like to remove for separate consideration? Seeing none, is there a motion?
Approval.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second. Are there any items a board member would like to discuss?
Tina.
Seeing none, please call the roll.
Seconded.
Dr. Pierce?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. With
Surprised you, I know.
you did. You called me first. You never normally call me first. I feel special. It must be the red. So with the exception of 12.1 and 22.3, which I abstain, yes.
Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Vice President Vera?
Yes.
President Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beckerly?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
And Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. We are down to item 25.1, which is our second consent agenda. And if you remember, board members, this was the new item that was added last time. These are the same thing, we just have more of them. So if we do have questions, Mr. Barnes is here, but I think we're good to go. I'm seeing the head nods. So this consent agenda consists of item 26.1 to 26.13. Are there any items the board member would like to remove for separate consideration? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve consent agenda?
So moved.
There's been a
Second.
motion and a second by Pierce. Please call the roll.
Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Vice President Vera?
Yes.
President Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beckerly?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Dr. Pierce?
Yes.
Last but not least. Motion carried.
Thank you. And we are now going to head back to another executive session. And Vice President Vera, you have that motion.
I move that the Board of Education recess into executive session per section 121.22G4 to prepare for, conduct, or review negotiations or bargaining sessions with public employees concerning their compensation or other terms and conditions of their employment, and per section 121.22G1 Ohio Revised Code to consider the appointment, employment, or compensation of public employees.
Second.
Been a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Vice President Vera?
Yes.
President Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beckerly?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Dr. Pierce?
Yes.
And Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. We will now adjourn to executive session. We will come back to this room to conclude our public meeting, but that will not be televised. So thank you to everyone who attended. You get out early. Yay. Thank you, staff. Thank you, everyone.